Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I picked up James Gaskin's book, Stone Effigies of the High Plains Hunters. It was released in 2019, and he's written a whole book about these and showing, I'm just going to show one page here of different artifacts and kind of different types. He's got different types in here and, his interpretation of a lot of them. It's pretty neat. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. I just got it in today. But there's a lot of us that have been trying to expose this type of art and talk about it. It is hard to see at first, for sure. But if you guys kind of keep an open mind and think about a time when we didn't have paper and, we know about cave paintings, and so why wouldn't people paint on rocks either? Of course they did. So wanted to take this Birdman out here. Of course, I have a little picture of him somewhere. But he's got a giant, like a toucan, like really long beak hat on, and his face is in brown. And believe it or not, so this totem guy, you can kind of see his profile there on the left, and he's got a little dug-in eye right there, pointed out. So he actually has the same exact character on here. So if you see that spot for the eye, and you can see that large hook bill, and the portrait is going to be just in this section right here. It's very faint, but he also has maybe a yelling mouth. It's really hard for me to see the face as well. Might have to clean him off a little bit. But he has his left side profile, but he also has the right side profile there too. And it has that same, so for looking like to the right, it has the same eye and the large beak, almost the same size and everything as that one. And then the portrait is inside of here. It's very tough for me to see too, very tough. Might have yelling mouth, open mouth, and I think that's the theme. I think that's what this guy has too. That'd be his yelling mouth there. So, I've got a bunch of these arrowhead-shaped rocks with faces on them. This one's not arrowhead-shaped, but it's got a face on it. And so today we're going to take a look at some of these top hat bird archetypes. So, it's a really bad picture, right? That was one version of it. This is another version of the same picture. Really not a great artist, as you can tell, but trying to show off this portrait of this person there. That's kind of where they're at in this stone. And you can probably see the round chin there and everything. So got a lot of these, and just kind of want to show you guys those, and also take a look at some of these bird heads. This kind of the theme of like a top hat bird. So we've got this one here. He's got his like turban, or his like one of those Russian style fur hats, His eye is carved in there, and then he's got his beak. And so this is kind of the same thing. You can see how the shape of them is very similar, right? So he's more of the rounder head there, but you'll be able to see some of that ochre paint still on there for that one. You can probably see some pretty neat little hashes and things in that as well. This is a small version of that bird. Of course, you can see his large carved in eye right here. I washed him off pretty good. This is black paint, and this black paint will come off, so I try not to wash it off too much. You can see how his wing kind of comes down there. It's a very faint statue. It's a hidden art, right? But, it's there. It's there enough for us to see it, It's a skill. Once you learn how to see some of these easier images, you'll be able to spot some other really neat images in there. Of course, you can see that this is a portrait or a face, and that would be a carved-in eye there. Now, this is not Roman, It doesn't look like a statue that you would normally see, because we've never seen these before. Well, we haven't really talked about him anyway. James Gaskin knows about it. He said it's been, 40 years, I think, he was doing these. I think it was in the introduction. If there is an introduction here. Might have been on the back. Let's check the back. Yep. So, no, it's not on the back. It's somewhere in there. However, I'm excited to take a look at his book. It has a lot of photographs and of different effigies that he's picked up, and kind of shows you the style. I've seen some mammoths and things in there as well. I mean, even myself, I mean, I showed this gateway piece in a video, and I didn't even see the face on it the first time I got it. I knew it was a cool stone. I knew it was shaped like an arrowhead. And until I saw it on the video, I didn't even notice that. So you guys are not the only ones. I would have never expected it either, for sure. So I mean, I had this bird, this big stone bird, which kind of outlined there for us. And I had him for quite a while before I realized that he was a stone bird. And now that we see him, we realize how obvious, you know, he is. But when you're not looking for it, or, you know, when you don't know about this stuff, you just see a rock and you're like, oh, that's a rock, right? I think it's really interesting. And I'm not going to hold you guys up all day. I think that's pretty much all I had to share with you. I just kind of wanted you to look at these a little longer. I know it takes a while to see some of them. It took a while for me too. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll speak with you again soon. Bye-bye.